Welcome everybody to Fishing with Jett. Today we're going to do the 3-year review on my Pelican Bass Raider 10E. We're going to talk about the things that I love about the boat, and we're also going to discuss the things that I don't like so much about the boat. With that being said, we're going to get right on into this video, so let's get it. Well, good way to start this video out. I have to be honest, I literally fish every week on this boat. You know, in the 3 years that I've had this boat, there is very few times in that 3-year span that I've not fished multiple times a week, depending on my schedule. If I'm able to go and it's a nice weather day or whatever, I'm out there. I fish probably 90% standing up in the boat and maybe 10% sitting down in the boat. I fished in all different kind of weather. I fished in the rain. I fished in the heavy wind. I fished on the super hot days. I fished on the super cold days. So I think I have a really good idea of what the good things about this boat is all about, and at the same time the things that I wish that they would improve on the boat. With that being said, we're going to start with the things that I don't like about the boat. But the first thing, I mean, for everything in me, I don't understand is why? Why would you design a boat and have the interior of the boat at the back look like it's 100% perfect for a drainage hole, a scuffer hole? I don't know why they would run. They're in a 100-meter race and they only want to run 90 meters of it. This little area right here is perfect for a drainage. So why not go all the way with making a drainage for this boat? Because there's no other way of letting water out if you're out on the lake and it's pouring down rain, and you know it may not be a rain that can run you off, no lightning in there, but you want to fish. You want to continue to fish out there. I've seen the videos of people designing, putting drainage plugs in. I'll be honest with you, I hadn't got brave enough to drill a hole in my boat yet. I actually bought all the stuff that's required, or that I seen on videos that's required to do the job, but I just ain't got, enough nerves yet to put that hole in the boat. But I also just feel like Pelican, none of us should have to do that. It should already be there. I mean, it's a spot right here. Look, exactly ready. Like they went 90% of the way, but then when it came down to putting that hole in it, they didn't do it. So that's my first thing about the boat that I really don't like. Number 2 is more something that was like a plus when they first came out with these pre-wired boats. But the thing that I wish they would have done when they did the pre-wired version of the Pelican Bass Raider, I wish they would have went a little further with it. Go a little bit beyond than where they've gone. I wish they would have actually put emphasis in the areas when it come down to like navigation lights, like some way, shape, or form run other wiring throughout the whole of the boat where you could possibly put navigation lights on the boat. Whether it's a little plug-in, a little cheap plug-in, or an area in which you can do a lot of work to make it easier to put your navigation system in. I just wish they would have went a little bit further in the pre-wired version of the Pelican Bass Raider. And I understand they came out with a newer version the last year or so. It has a different color, but it's still basically the same boat. The only difference that I can see from the new version to the old version is the color of it. Outside of the color, and oh yeah, They actually put better seats in. I really can't comment on that because I don't have that version of the boat, so I don't know if that's an advantage or not. If any one of y'all have any kind of feedback with the new seats on the newer version Pelican Bass Raider, hey, leave them in the comment. I would love to know just exactly how y'all feel about the newer seats. But I just wish that Pelican, to get back on the point, I just wish that they would have went a little bit further with the process of the pre-wired version of the Pelican Bass Raider. I wish they would have rigged it up to where you could actually go with more of the stuff on market when it come down to navigation lights, allowing you to fish at night and sometime on really, really foggy days, that would allow you to be out there legally. Now, my third thing that I wish was better on the boat, and I'm kind of like on the fence about this. It works well, but I just wish that they made it better. The part of the boat that I'm talking about is the transom. The Pelican Bass Raider 10E rated for a 3.5 motor. That's what it's rated for. And I have a 2.3 Honda outboard, so I'm up under well under the requirements of horsepower for my boat. And the one thing that I see with other brands of boats, I see where other plastic style boats are able to put bigger outboards on, so you can get from point A to point B a lot faster. The times of the seasons affect the performance of the boat. And what I mean by the performance of the boat is, it's plastic. When you're in the heat of the summer where everything is hot, the weather is super hot. I live in the South. It gets hot here. Hot and very humid. And plastic is just, plastic is plastic. When plastic heats up, it gets soft. What you experience during the hottest months of the year, you experience more flex in the transom. Even though I have a 2.3, which is under the 3.5 requirement, I'm still seeing a lot of movement in the transom, even more like during the summertime. The wintertime is a little bit better because it's colder. Plastic stiffens up a little bit more when it's cold, but you still see a little bit of movement. So I just wish that they would strengthen the transom. Don't get me wrong, the transom they have on it now works. My fourth thing, the fourth, I wish they could just squeeze out just a little bit more room on the inside. Just a little bit more room as far as like width of the boat. That would be surely a game changer if on the inside, in the standing area or the area on the inside of the boat in which you are going to be and your tackle going to be, I just wish it was a little bit wider. Just a little bit wider. And I know they can do it. So I just wish they think about doing that. So that's going to be my last one. That's my fourth, and that's my last thing that I'm going to say I don't like about the boat. Now we're going to get to the things that I like about the boat. Things that I like about the Pelican Bass Raider. Whew. There's a lot to like about it. There's a lot to like about it. The first thing that I like to talk about is how light the boat is. It's a very easy boat to move around. I see where some people transport it in the back of their pickups. I even seen a guy that built like a makeshift rack on top of the vehicle and put it up on top of the vehicle. I myself bought a little small jet ski trailer. And by the way, if anybody want to see the video, I'm going to leave the link right up above where you can go back and look at my setup. I think it would be helpful to ones that want to get more information on how the boat functions. I love the fact that it's lightweight. I think the boat weighs maybe 150 pounds, give or take a little bit, whatever. But the thing that people have to remind themselves of, yeah, even though the boat may weigh 150 50 pounds, when you get to the lake, you have to put your gear in there. So if you put in a battery, trolling motor, your rods, your tackle, and everything else, just be mindful that the boat is not gonna be 150 pounds then. You know, so you're gonna have to still put a little back, gotta put a little oomph in it to get it where you want. But it's very manageable and it's much lighter than anything else out there. So that's definitely a plus for the boat. The second thing that I love about the boat is just how versatile this boat is. You can fish super shallow water on this boat, super shallow. Much shallower water than you can ever fish with any V-bottom boat or fiberglass bass boat or whatever. You can get in some of the skinniest water you can think of. You know, a kayak might can get in something a little bit skinnier or whatever, but they're like neck and neck to me. I don't know or whatever, but I like the fact that you can get in real skinny water with this boat. So it opens up a whole nother avenue of shallow water fishing that you can do on this boat. One of the absolute best things about this boat that's really unmatched in my book is the stability of this boat. This boat is super stable. I often tell my brother and other people that fish in the boat with me that this boat, you will fall out of this boat before the boat flip on you. It would take a pretty good size wave or something to flip this boat. As you can see in this little video right here, I did this demonstration in shallow water. You know, the water was about 5.5 feet deep, so nothing super deep or whatever. So don't go trying this at home. Take my word for it. It's a super stable boat. Always, but no matter what, wear your safety vest at all times. Don't try to fit in with the fad when you're out there on the boat fishing. Keep your life jackets on. You know, you can be the best swimmer in the world, but when you fall to the side of that boat, there's a lot of things that can go wrong. You could fall, you could hit your head on something, knock you out. You can't swim unconscious. If you got a life jacket on, it'll keep you up, or it'll improve your chances of your head staying above water. You could fall in the water and catch a cramp. If you got your life jacket on, you catch a cramp, it's gonna keep you up, or it's gonna improve your way of being able to keep yourself up until you can get help. There's just so many things that can happen if you fall over the edge of a boat. So kind of get in that mindset to always have have your jacket on at all times, your life vest. The boat is designed with a pontoon bottom that adds extra stability. You know, it is something that is like unmatched. You won't get it in any other kind of boat, small boat category. The stability is unmatched. The other thing that I like about the Pelican Bass Raider is the stealthiness of it. You can roll up on a fish much easier with this boat because it's not like made out of aluminum. It's much quieter. That's what you want when you're fishing, especially if you do what I do. You bass fish all the time. You definitely want something that's that's quieter. So here's my final thoughts on the Pelican Bass Raider. It's a great boat. If you're a person out there looking for a budget small boat, whether you want to fish in ponds, small reservoirs, lakes, rivers, it's definitely a boat that you should consider purchasing. For the price as well as the types of water that it allows you to fish, it's definitely a good buy. You can take my word for it. I put in a lot of work on the water on the Pelican Bass Raider. So trust me, it's well worth the money and it's a good boat. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all joining in on my video. Hit that like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again next week. Later.